Ladies and gentlemen, for the 903rd time, it is the Mason and Friends Show, featuring that lady called Lisa.
Hello.
As well as that dude called His Junus.
What up, bitches?
As well as the Black Hand of Mike.
Yeah.
Me, myself, I am Mahoney. Welcome to the Mason and Friends Show.
What's happening, y'all? What's good out there today?
You know, Mike, doing the damn thing, man. Happy to be here. Back again.
How was Turkey Day for everybody?
It was delightful.
There you go. Good. Delightful.
Well, hung out with some family.
There you go.
And they weren't all pieces of shit. It was awesome. Nobody got into any sort of political arguments.
Nice.
Or many silly jokes made. I had to tell my cousin and her husband to not fight in front of us multiple times. It was fun though. You know, it was like, hey, look, y'all can fight when we leave, okay?
Yeah.
Cut that shit out.
There you go. Nice.
Yeah, you know, I'd be running a little contrary to the way most people handle their family and such.
There you go. How about y'all?
Pretty good.
Nice.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Went on down to the in-laws and that shit was good, man. You know.
So did you wear your sweatpants again?
You motherfucking right.
Absolutely.
Shit, man. I don't fuck around. I know I'm gonna eat. Ain't no sense in dressing up for shit. Everybody know who the fuck I am. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You're part of the family now.
Exactly. We gonna be comfortable out this joint, man.
Right.
You know? Like, the crazy part though, one of her cousins got proposed to, which was crazy because I had a dream about the proposal about a month ago. And the shit happened the way it happened in my dream.
That's so romantic. You're such a romantic.
No.
Dreaming about people getting married.
I didn't know who these
Getting
people were.
engaged. He's like, I witnessed an engagement, but I wasn't sure.
That's
Rain Man shit, bro. That's not romantic. That's Rain Man.
Look, this shit happens every once in a while. I told fucking Sarah about a month ago.
He dreamed that there were 17 playing cards on the floor and the rest were on the table.
You know? So I was like, you know, I had this dream that somebody that we knew got proposed, but I couldn't see who they were. I know they got proposed. You knew it was going to happen. Your reaction was this. Oh my God, yay. I already knew this, you know, all this shit. Her reaction and what happened is exactly what happened in my dream. So when it happened in front of me, I'm like, yeah, I turned to her because she's already, I knew this. I'm so excited. I said, you know, this is the dream. And she looked at me. She goes, you know what? You're lucky we're in the church because I'd call you psychic. You know what I'm saying, but I can't say it because we're in church. I'm like, nah, she don't cuss in the church.
What kind of shit is that?
They got proposed to in the church?
Yeah, because see, we eat in this in the dining hall of the church down there where a family goes to. So they get the family the dining hall for Thanksgiving every year.
Oh, okay.
Because there's so many people, you know, you can't put everybody in a house. So
Right.
the church dining hall fits everybody.
Gotcha.
So that's what we go for.
Family.
Yeah.
That's a big family.
So they got proposed to, and I was like, yo, I told Sarah, I said, this is the dream. And she was like, oh shit. So I'm telling her, you know, everybody's like, what do you mean? I told everybody the dream, and they're like, yo, that's crazy that you saw this shit happen. I was like, yeah, but I didn't know who they were. I couldn't see them, but I knew something. This whole setup is exactly how it looked in my head.
Fucking prophet.
Yeah, shit happens every once in a while like that. Like, it used to be real strong when I was like in my teens and 20s, went away in the 30s, and then it started to come back. Like I have deja vu moments where I'll be just sitting around doing something and something will pop up to be like, I've seen this shit before. Like I had a girlfriend one time.
Mike's a medium.
We were.
Yeah.
They call it. They say, what is it? They say I'm sensitive.
You're shining.
Call it.
You got the shining.
Because it's the same thing with the ghost shit.
I was
Like,
about to say, the ghost of the sentence feels familiar.
so this girl I was with, we was fucking driving one day and we're going down the road and I'm like, oh shit, I've seen all this before. And she's like, what are you talking about? I said, there's like a blind turn. I'm like, the next two cars, I said, it's gonna be a white van followed by a green SUV. And sure as shit, a white van come around the corner.
Oh, shit.
And then the fucking green SUV come around the corner. She's like, motherfucker, take me home.
Come on, Ray, man. We need to go to the casino.
Like I have visions, but just about traffic.
Yeah. And then I ain't got
He's
no
like,
numbers yet.
they gonna put pickles on that sandwich you ordered with no pickles.
The most
Yeah.
useless media.
I need numbers, man. You know what I mean? The numbers ain't coming. I gotta figure out how to tap deep into
For
that
real.
third
You got to
eye
get into
shit.
that DMT realm and find
You know
yourself
what I mean?
the upcoming lotto tickets.
Need to go, what was that shorty that shorty that we saw, the floating spa?
Yeah.
And the joint, we get DMT,
You go to
to
the floating spa and the DMT floating
Yeah.
spa.
and just let everything happen.
My boy at work
Write everything
said
down.
that Rain Man is not a compliment. Because that's what I always be hitting with. I'm always like,
You
It's
think
not
of it as a compliment?
well, this is what I hit him with, right? I'm like, yo, that pipe's right here under the ground. He be like, huh? I'm like, yeah, that's Rain Man. And then I'll walk away, and then he'll be like, and then I hit him with something else. He'll be like, yo, what is this? And I just be like, 12. That's that Rain Man shit, right? He's like, bro, that's not a compliment, dog. I'm like, bro, he was an intelligent motherfucker, player.
No, it's not. He had a problem. He was
He's like, yeah, that dude was
he's on the
fucked up,
spectrum
right?
and he can count numbers real good.
Raymond was good, though.
Raymond.
He was good.
His name is Raymond. They misunderstood his name the whole movie till the end.
Yeah.
It's all good.
He's like-
He had Asperger's.
Yeah, there you go.
But still, he was good though. He was all right, man.
He drove the car very well.
It's not bad. He had Fist Sticks and Jeopardy. That's my dude right there.
I've had that happen twice with the Dreaming of Deja Vu.
Yeah?
Yeah, the one that ain't happened yet, though, had to deal with me getting arrested.
It can't be deja vu if it hasn't happened, motherfucker.
Well, I've dreamed of a work situation that's happened at least twice.
Oh shit, that's your conscience.
Like,
Yeah,
like
that's
all of
what
a
that
sudden
is.
just
That's
being
not
in
deja
some
vu.
out of the blue
That's
doing
regular dreaming.
doing some shit. No, I dreamed about it. Then like 7 months later, I'm on this job, or all of a sudden I'm doing what the fuck I dreamed about.
Okay, yeah. That's deja vu.
That's happened like twice. But there's been this one I only had it one time.
Man,
but
I had to
where,
cut up a connection
like,
and then I put it back together.
I was getting arrested by a
I dreamed
skateboard.
about this.
So maybe that's the one time when I got that charge. Maybe.
On
Hopefully.
66?
Yeah, hopefully that was that time. Hopefully. If not, it ain't come yet. So
Yeah,
I got another one on the Rain Man shit coming to me.
I did see my arrest when I got arrested. I called him when I got in touch with my cousin. I told him that I was going to get arrested that day. He said,
Why'd you even go out? Why weren't you just like, I'm gonna stay at the crib?
you got to go through with it.
We all knew that was a bad.
I had to
we
get
all
arrested.
had that feeling that was a bad night. You talking about the cabin night?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because fucking
we
my
all knew that was
cousin
a bad
called
night.
me. I said, I'm getting arrested today. He goes, what do you mean? I said, man, I had that feeling. He goes, what you want to do? I said, man, we got to go through with this shit. It's got to happen. Like, it's supposed to be like this.
It couldn't wait till the next day.
Nah.
Nah, we needed to get high that night, bro. We was fucking fiending, bro. What
Nah,
you
look,
talking
I
about? Nah,
understand
you
that.
better wait till tomorrow.
I understand
You
that.
better twist one up, bro. Put it in the air.
But like I knew it was coming that day.
You couldn't be more careful.
That's the crazy part of it. Like, I thought I was at first, but then I'm like, you know what? The decision I made was just stupid.
Right, to carry it off?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should've
If I
left
just
it in the car.
fucking car and walked my happy ass where I was at and almost there, you know, I'd have been good. But, man,
Yeah, you didn't need to have that on you.
nah, but shit happens. Like I said, I knew it was going
Well, you had to
come.
learn. You had to learn something.
Yeah, plus, again, I already knew it was coming.
Have you seen Bucky Larson?
Oh,
Bucky
Jesus.
Larson? Nah, what's Bucky Larson?
Fuck kind of movie.
God damn, she disgusted with that shit. God
It was
damn.
disgusting.
What the fuck?
Billy
It was
Madison
the
kind of
most
like movie.
lowbrow
This
shit.
dude was busted off. He was trying. His parents were in porn, right? He was trying to teach this dude how to do porn, right, or how to fucking beat off. So he was watching the porno, and the porno they were watching had to be his parents, right? So then he goes home and he calls his parents out, and then fucking his parents are real big in the porn industry, so right then he goes to do. So he goes to Hollywood because he wants to start doing porn.
He
So
thinks
he
it's his destiny to be a porn star like his parents.
Oh.
ends up doing this fucking. He's trying to do a commercial for mac and cheese, and he gets out there. They're like, "All right, go," and he just pulls his pants down and starts trying to jerk off, right? But he's got like a mini dick. They almost say it's like a clitoris, right? What they keep saying, right? This bitch ended up she's like, "Let me put a condom on you." Cut the tip of a straw off, right? Melted that joint a little bit. Then this motherfucker was like, "Bam, it's a perfect fit." So he's in porn just busting whenever he sees titties, like loads everywhere, man. Like, fucking
This show was done in 2011.
It's
Yeah.
not all the Billy. It's not all the Adam Sandler people in there. There's only a
Yeah,
couple
but
of them.
I see the guy. Yeah.
But that,
Hillary,
it's
she's
fucking
bad.
stupid
She's
as
perfect.
shit. It's not a good movie at all.
It's not.
But it's it's just so fucking ridiculous, bro. Like, I don't know,
The
man.
main star is Nick Swartzen.
Yeah, Bucky. Yeah, he's got the
Yeah.
big ass buck tooth and shit.
Yeah.
That dude.
Yep, he's the guy on the roller skates from Reno 911.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dangle.
Terry.
Terry.
No, it's
Yeah,
Terry.
it's
Terry,
Terry.
the guy on the guy that they always fuck with, the super gay guy that's like wears like little
It's
crop
him.
tops.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's much funnier as that character than he is Bucky Larson. It was
It's-
like physically hard to look at this motherfucker.
Sounds
because
like a terrible
they
movie.
made him so ugly in this
It
movie.
was alright. It was better than the DMX movie that y'all ain't seen yet. Goddamn it! I'm still trying to find it again.
The one about the what? Some sort of
So-
jungle creature.
Yeah, with the crocodile snake.
I wanted to watch Strange Wilderness because Jude's never seen it. Have you ever seen Strange Wilderness?
I don't think so.
I wasn't willing to pay $3.50 to watch it though.
It was on my Prime account though.
I don't think it was.
Okay, then that's, that's all
Either
right.
way, I don't feel you should be paying $3.50 to watch it. What movie? 2000?
You don't get to decide what
It's
other people spend their
2008.
money on.
2008. Goddamn, that's
That's
come
just
on.
3 years. fucking
Strange
older than the
Wilderness is
motherfucker
fucking
movie you had.
hilarious.
But that movie, it was all free.
It's got that guy Steve Catan or Steve, what is his name? I can't remember, but
Steve Zahn.
Steve Zahn's in it. And they basically have a nature show.
It's
that's,
all
like,
the fucking what's his name? The Adam Sandler guys.
Yeah. That's what I
That's a
wanted to
Happy
watch.
Madison production.
Yep. That's what I wanted to watch, which is how we stumbled upon Bucky Larson. Next thing you know, we're watching that dumb shit.
Didn't turn off though.
The Jew was tickled. He was tickled the whole time.
It was stupid, bro.
He's
Like,
like, you're not even paying attention.
Well, I mean, simple man. He's claimed to be a simple man as long as I've known him. Man, I'm just
Yeah.
simple. He's damn
We
near
were
Simple
trying-
Jack.
We were trying to remember some of the movies that you guys always tell him, like, oh, you haven't seen this? Oh my God. Like Godfather,
Scarface.
What are some of the other ones? Because I couldn't remember.
Usual
it.
Suspects.
He's never seen Usual Suspects?
That motherfucker ain't seen
That's
shit.
so-
I presume if it's a good movie, I presume he hasn't
Usual
seen it.
Suspect. Who's in that?
He don't want to watch it because
Kevin
he's seen Kevin
Spacey.
Spacey jerking
Yeah.
off one time at the beginning of
That's
American
Oh,
Beauty.
that
That's
was
what it
American Beauty, man. That motherfucking ass clown. How you gonna start that movie? That's like that dumbass fake porn shit that she had me watching yesterday. Fucking binge watching that shit. God
Fake
damn,
Okay,
porn,
it's, it's called Tell Me Lies.
It's called Gay.
And
That's what
it's
it's
a show
called,
on
man.
Hulu.
Fuck. She talking about, the whole time I hear all this titties. There's titties. We watch this shit. I watch, I don't know, goddamn 9,
That's how I-
12,
that's how I
14.
learned
Fuck, that's
him
how
in.
she scooped me in. Was talking about they
To
titties
watch
out
it.
here.
That's how I lure him into watching shows that I want to watch, like Bridgerton.
Okay.
I'm like,
There's
oh,
gonna be
there's
some
so many,
titties.
there's gonna be titties.
Barely
and then-
cleavage, bro. The dude's ass is all it was. The dude's ass. And then I saw 4 dudes' ass and no titty, or nipple. I would say nipple, because none of the bitches had titties. They just had nipples. You know what I mean? So they never
Right, and
showed a
then
nipple.
these women are
You know what I mean?
beautiful, and he's just the whole time they need a
They need a
sandwich.
sandwich.
Need a sandwich bitches. You know what I mean? There's a bunch of need a sandwich bitches. Just chest look like that.
He's very
You know what I
limited in
mean?
his appreciation. It's why you should be
I was
confident
not
in yourself.
appreciative of all seeing all the dude ass on that fucking shit, bro. I was like, God damn, man. Even Nip Tuck hooked the brother up with a nipple every now and then. Mine's dude ass. I mean, Jesus.
There were a
fuck.
lot of asses in season 2.
Damn it.
Season one was of the titties, but he came in at season 2.
So you weren't going to start over and show him all the titties.
I'm
No,
glad not.
I thought season 2 would be like season 1, but you know how these shows they come out and they expose a lot of women's like young girls that are like topless, like Euphoria, Bridgerton, all those shows. The first seasons were raunchy as fuck. By the
That's how
time-
they get you though.
Yeah,
But
by
the
the
little
time the
small
second
ass fucking need a
season.
sandwich bitches that everybody think they all fucking 17 and shit, all naked and shit, and then it's all like, why y'all got all them small ass bitches out there looking all naked and shit? Like,
Yeah, people revolt
if
and
you
they
had
get
that bitch had a
mad.
sandwich, they wouldn't be saying that
And
about
that's
her.
why season
Yeah, if they had
2.
naked fat girls,
Yeah,
it
and
wouldn't be
naked
that
pudgy
big of a
bitches,
deal.
they wouldn't be bothered about them
They'd
motherfuckers.
be like, look at
leave
these
them alone.
voluptuous
They
women.
picking on these skinny
on that
bitches,
show.
man. Fuck all y'all. picking on skinny bitches, whatever you people are, man.
Euphoria had. Have you guys ever seen that show Euphoria with Zendaya?
Nah.
That show had all shapes and sizes of naked people.
But that's like high school, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's high schoolers, but I guess they're being played by grown folks that can get naked.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's too weird for me.
That's
It's
what I thought
weird.
this was.
I don't
but
like-
these bitches were in college apparently,
They were in college, yes.
but they were appealed to
The whole
me to be high
show
school bitches.
transported
College works for me. I can deal with that.
It transported me back to college. Like, it made me feel like I was back in college. Like, the whole show. It's just one wild scenario after another. Kids barely going to class, and I'm like, oh, this feels so familiar. It feels exactly like college.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Just enough to survive.
Yep.
Yeah, which I wouldn't know anything about that at all.
I got
Like I said, I don't even think I've been to no, I've never been to a
No,
college
you-
party.
Yeah, you
I ain't
never
gonna lie.
were because you was married then.
I ain't gonna lie, I barely
Yeah.
been to a high school party. I probably only went to
That's-
fucking
yeah,
three
that's also true,
fucking high
yeah.
school parties, and they was fighting.
Yeah.
There was one out in the woods way out there where they was playing Marco Polo with the police.
Uh-huh.
And then I remember when the one boy ran up on old John Gotti,
Yep.
and they tried to square up in John Gotti's
At
crib.
John Gotti's house.
Yep, and that's it. I don't consider
Yeah, 'cause you
old
was-
Earl up there over there near
No,
the crib.
yeah,
Like 'cause they
Earl.
always had people
Earl
in and out
always had
there.
people in there. That was more like a trap house.
Yeah, so I like I said, but real party wise, yeah, nah, I never.
Nah, 'cause you was in the camp.
Yeah, yeah, you missed out on all that
Even
shit.
the ones that was thrown in my house, I was at the beach.
Yep.
You know,
So
like,
your dad,
like,
yeah, because as soon as fucking
fucking black boy had to work
black boy, yep.
Well,
yeah,
like,
every
when I
day,
had-
all day.
When I was living in a party house up at Fairfax and partying hard up at Fairfax, you were, you know, you had a reasonably standing invite to a degree because you were my friend, but like you weren't somebody that ever. I invited you to a college party one time. I said, "You want to come out to this frat thing?" And he's like, "Nah, man, I don't even drink."
yeah, because he didn't drink.
That's what he told me. He said, "I don't drink. I don't want to go to that." And I
That
was
was a long
like,
time ago then.
Yeah.
"Alrighty
What
then."
is this a case of arrested development? Like you decided to get wild in your 30s?
I started drinking when Felicia came around.
Yeah, once he had a kid, he started getting drunk.
Because he never left the house.
No, parenthood is hard. I get it.
Well, I think it was also you went on like a 10 to 15 year discovery of alcohol and getting drunk before you were like, okay, I've had enough of that, let me ease back.
Yeah, because I definitely wasn't slipping beers in like
Nah.
So wait,
out of my
how,
parents' fridge in high school or like
how old were
middle
you
school
when
or
you
anything like
started
that.
smoking trees then?
Oh
12.
shit, he was fucking a kid.
12.
Nah, I wasn't that. No.
Motherfucker, when I met you, you asked me if I had weed.
Yeah, but I just started smoking then. We talking ninth grade?
You was 13.
Nah.
Yeah, you were, motherfucker. Cause your brother was kicking it. How old are you? What's the age between you and Black Boy? Cause he's 44. How old are you?
3 years, 2.5 years.
Yeah.
All right, so 6. Yeah, so 14 then. 13, 14 years
Five.
old.
Probably, yeah, 13 to 15.
I know.
Nothing wrong with
I was
that.
15 the first time I ever smoked weed.
I mean, except for all you people that have kids and shit, that don't want kids doing drugs.
Oh, they motherfuckers smoking at 8 now. Fuck.
Yeah, no shit.
Well, like, I mean, I knew kids that got high before I ever did, and whatever. Like, I don't know. It's hard for me to sit back as like somebody that had a lot of friends doing drugs and a lot of friends that like didn't have the worst life experiences and shit. Like, they've done okay for themselves. These cats I knew that were getting
Right.
high when they were like 12 and 14 and shit.
Yeah.
They doing all right for themselves. So I can't be like, oh well, clearly you shouldn't do that.
Right.
Yeah, I don't
it
have a
doesn't
lot of-
always turn into a gateway
So,
drug.
I don't have a lot of bad examples to point
Yeah.
towards. I've got a few, but not tons and tons.
Yeah, most of the people I know that was on green, they stayed with green. So
Really?
Yeah.
yeah.
God, man. Like, we started smoking that, like, when we were, like, 15. But by the time kids were, like, 17, they were doing, like, Oxy and shit at Liberty.
Because
Yeah.
that was what was available.
Yeah.
See,
And
what
ecstasy.
is gonna do what's
Ecstasy
available?
was a big thing.
Pills and weed was hot
That was
back
the
then.
time.
Ecstasy was like my junk. Like, me and my girlfriends, we would go up to the to Nations in DC. We couldn't get into the club because we weren't 18 yet. So we
You could
would
hang out outside that
we would
motherfucker.
hang out outside and cop pills and then bring all the pills back to Warrington and sell them, and just
Yeah.
have Harlem parties.
The Rock says
It was fucking
Alright.
stupid.
That was a big thing for a lot of the white girls was fucking ecstasy.
It was a big thing.
A lot of them, like, I always stuck with green.
You're
just
smart
because
for that.
It was fucking.
There's like entire years of my high school. I
Because
don't
the
remember.
thing was, like, Everybody else had issues trying to get weed. I never had a problem getting it. I could always get it. That was it's easy for me. To just go
Well, and
get
that
it.
was a whole other element of the time.
Yeah.
Where, like, for me, like, that shit was always, like, I don't know, I got the look. People are always like, hey, you
Yeah.
want some weed? I'm like, yeah, I fuck with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I didn't have to ask. Motherfuckers were asking me.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, it was a thing. It was
I
a
went
thing
up
for
there,
sure.
bro. Baltimore. They said it was gonna snow out here today.
Could happen.
Felicia
Good.
said.
Could happen. It's getting cold, man.
Man, yeah, it's gonna be
ready.
fucking cold as
It's gonna be
shit
bad
this week.
bro. It's gonna be bad. I ain't ready.
I'm on the long johns already, dog. Got them all right now. Fuck the
Hey, man, that
bullshit.
shit's gonna fucking suck, man. God, dog, of being out this bullshit.
That's one of the perks of my position. I get to be inside most of the time.
Yeah, I'm out there with these motherfucking hoses that don't like moving when it gets cold, pumping out shit just like
They
syrup.
stay rolled. You pull
Yeah.
on it, they keep curved.
Like you gotta fucking like put them in the truck. How it's hooked up to the truck, it goes inside. So I gotta pull that out, but it's all stiff and shit. Motherfuckers, these assholes.
Yeah, I couldn't do that job, Mike.
The old
You
shit
got the
that we
mass.
had.
You could do it. You're a big ass motherfucker.
Yeah,
You get out there and
it's-
pull on them big fat ass pipes and throw
It's
them
not
around.
nothing there to pull the shit around.
I'd be out there like, I can't get it.
Or even when I gotta pull the tank, cause I gotta pull it apart from the vacuum that's sucking in it, cause they gotta hook them all together. And when I pull them apart, I just pull them apart by hand. This one dude
Sucks. Everything's
saw me
cold.
do that shit, and he was like, "Yo, I ain't gonna lie, you gotta be a strong motherfucker to pull that shit apart." I'm like, "Yeah, man."
You're out there just Herculesing on shit.
Because when you pull that shit apart, the motherfucking joint, you see the whole back of the fucking truck where it's getting sucked into the filter just shake like this, cause you know the suction's coming on.
Right, because of the vacuum.
Yeah, but I'm like, bruh, if most people when they pull these motherfuckers, they stand on the hose and they yank this shit off. I'm like, I ain't got time for that shit. If I can pull this shit apart, I'm gonna pull it apart. It makes less of a mess. Like I'm not fucking having no fucking shit spill everywhere. I pull it off, put the cap on, ain't no spill. I'm good. Let's ride. The only thing that sucks is when the tank's outside and that shit turns into fucking molasses, man. The fucking tanks outside.
Yeah, that thick,
suck,
cold ass
yo.
oil. And it just wants to slurp out like a milkshake.
Man, it's even worse than that, bro. It's like straight up fucking sap coming out the tree shit. Like,
Sap coming out the tree.
bruh, that
This is like a
shit
candle
sucks,
melting.
man.
Pulling this shit out.
Oh, it's a bitch. It's all good, though. It's only a couple months of cold.
It sucks.
Yeah, because you're outside and it working, too.
Everything you touch.
It hurts.
That's the worst part. Is just everything you touch is cold
Yep.
as fuck. And if it's metal,
fuck that.
I don't even know what
See, that's
temperature it
why
is. You know what I'm
I'm
saying? Like,
That's why I'm glad I got my gloves. I ain't got to touch a lot of metal, man. Because, man, if I touch metal with these motherfuckers, bro, I gang signs all day, crippled up.
yeah, the problem with me is they got me using tablets and shit, and they
gotta
give me
fucking- yeah.
gloves, and the gloves you can't fucking.
You can't scroll that shit.
I've got a pair of gloves that are work gloves. They're made by Milwaukee, I think, and they have a
Sensor thing.
tab where your digit pivots right here that is sensitive to touchscreen, so you can just sort of
Oh, that's.
use the tip of your finger and do
Well, I just need
shit.
to tell those fuckers to give me one of them pens. Stylus.
Yeah, get a stylus. Yeah,
Stylus. Yeah. I
Bro,
just need to tell
I
those
can-
Is it an
motherfuckers.
I can
iPad?
use One of those.
Yeah.
yeah. All you need is one
I
of
got
them little.
fucking a whole bunch of extra.
Yeah, but they still don't like working when it's 4 degrees outside.
That's
you know?
probably
These
true, too.
motherfuckers don't realize that. You know, they got their little office ones that they just
Oh,
pull
yeah,
up in their
yeah,
nice
yeah.
70-degree environment.
You that shit
They're like, what's wrong
outside?
with your shit, bro? I'm like, I would breathe on it to let it warm up, motherfucker. Like, it's 12 out here, bro. It's 12, dog. Like, I don't like working.
Nah.
Like, you think this fucking thing like fucking turn it on?
Y'all
Fuck, bro.
are making me upset, man.
Yeah. Remember, we building the world, bro. I don't know if you remember this. Now we're building the world.
We building the world, oh man.
We building the
Damn,
world.
right now they tell you we building the internet. Like we don't have internet. Like right now we're building it. Like get the fuck out of here,
You're
bro.
building the storage for it.
Yeah, that's what they're talking about. Building the internet.
You're building your own prison.
I'm like, oh,
Yeah, yeah, basically.
That's what it is. So,
all right. So, shout out to Morgan Freeman.
shout out
All
to
right,
Morgan Freeman.
What's up, Morgan?
He passed away, right? Did I not see that?
Nah,
God damn.
Let me get some
This
shout outs.
motherfucker.
Let me get some shout outs to some folks that are
I
listening.
saw that. Was that
Real quick, you
AI? Was that AI?
Look that up. Look that up real quick.
I would know that one.
All right,
He's
all right.
still alive.
It's been
God
confirmed.
damn AI.
87 years old.
God damn AI.
So shout out to Morgan Freeman, who's
Shout out
not.
to Morgan Freeman for still being alive.
He's
and
not
shout
a member
out
of the
to
Ricky
whoever
Ship crew.
AI that got me with your spam text You motherfucker, why ain't this iPhone pick up spam texts, man? It takes up spam likely calls. They need some new shit. Hey, you hear that iPhone? Why don't you get a spam likely text upon this mother chicken so you ain't got people saying shout out to this dead
I
cracker?
don't know. My
that ain't
shit says
dead."
that pretty regular
The fuck,
for
bro? That
text.
people are dead and ain't dead?
No. I don't know what kind of algorithms you're
I
getting
don't
used
even
to.
know where that
You're the
source
one that
was,
paid
bro.
for porn
I need
for
to
2
fire
months
that
and didn't
source.
jerk off to
I
it
know,
once.
I'm probably still paying for porn, actually, goddamn it, on some other dumbass shit.
You need that Rocket Money app or some shit. I don't know. But so let me give you a couple shout outs. There's a shout out to the homie Kyle. Kyle was out at whatchamacallit, Hello Beyond in Manasshole.
Oh, okay.
And
Beyond Hello.
Yeah, I couldn't make it because
What was he doing out
I had
there?
to work. He was out there handing out, selling glass and shit.
Goddamn, why can't I get this kind of information, bro? Like,
Shit,
this,
hey, invite me to the
what's up,
strip
kid?
club. I'll let you know what's going on with Kyle.
Damn it, man!
So, yeah, but he put that through on YouTube. So if you were looking at the show on YouTube, you'd see the comments if you was paying
You
attention.
don't look at the show.
He don't listen
Come on, man.
in
Why y'all
900
gotta do me
episodes.
like that, bro?
Hey,
That's
it is
fucked
what it
up.
is.
Like, I listen. I don't even.
We need to get
Goddamn, man.
we need to get a group chat going.
I listened to some of the podcasts, actually, the last 2 episodes, so I
Oh,
can let my
really?
girl Tank Love and
Oh yeah, he really wanted to
And
let me
volleyball
listen to
snatch.
volleyball snatch.
well, you had Sam Boozy in your head, girl, and
I
I was
thought
like,
he was
oh
gonna be
yeah,
like, I let her listen
yeah.
to it to hear the shout out that
I
I
need to-
gave her for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And I'm thankful.
Well,
need
the
to-
one that we tried to set
I
him
need
up
to
for,
spit out Sam Boozy.
and he continued to decline it.
He
We're
just
like,
looked at us
what
like,
are you
man?
thankful for? And he's like, man, I mean, I guess my little bastard ass
You didn't
kids.
say me.
No, he got around to it.
I got around to it eventually.
Was that one with the podcast?
Yeah.
You embarrass me.
Oh my God! Well, I didn't then, but I probably
You
did now. If
embarrassed
people
the
actually
shit out of me. I'm
see
so
the
glad
fuck.
I didn't make a Thanksgiving post of appreciation for Thanksgiving for your ass. Like, I'm so grateful for my man. I was like 25th on his list. Fucking asshole.
I didn't have that many.
Technically, you were number 3 because the kids were 1 and 2.
Kids were 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Oh, the kids weren't
Yeah.
together.
He was thankful for the bastards, but then he didn't really have anything else, and then he thought about you.
God damn it. Ew.
Look,
You made it on there. You made it on there.
You did. He did come up with you. He's dense. He didn't pick up on our hints, but like he
Y'all
did
are
sit
sweet.
there.
Y'all are better boyfriends.
He did sit
Y'all
there,
are
and he was
sweet.
like,
I
oh
picked
well.
up on your hint, but then I'm like, well, I can't forcefully say it now. These motherfuckers just
He
like
had to
gonna
work his
have me,
way around.
gonna have me like I can't be like, cause you know it's on video. Lot like
I'm gonna have to
Lot
listen to it.
got Tourette, got Down syndrome going. He got Rain Man shit going on over
Hey,
right
I was
now
trying
with
to
his
get
neck.
you right.
You know, and I understood the task at hand, but I can't be like, oh yeah, all right.
You got so
Let me
much
say that
pride.
right now, bro. Let me put out another.
You got so much pride trying to look cool. You don't want the world to know
He,
that.
he wanted it to seem organic.
Yeah, I guess.
That's yeah.
Like, oh, and you know what else? I'm
Cool
real,
over here.
real happy for my
Too
boo
cool for
thing.
school.
Too Jew for school.
God damn it.
I told him the whole reason I'm upset about volleyball snatch is because he ain't ever written a single song about my snatch. Like, how you gonna be out here?
Wait. Hold on, wait.
I don't know
Hold
how
on.
to watch that.
No, wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, okay. So wait a minute. You're upset because he didn't make a song about your shit.
He did though, but Take Love was that. He was like, I will give you that Take Love. That is right there.
He said,
It's like,
I will still kiss you and look you in your eye.
that's right. That's right.
Love.
He literally followed it up with the volleyball snatch. It was on TV. Like, there is nothing more organic than volleyball snatch. Like, Take Love was clearly a love song to you. That was the Chew Unit's love
That was
song.
not a love
That's
song.
that's a Chew Unit love song.
Technically it is.
Taylor came out and then volleyball snatch come out. If we were watching Little League World Series, then
That's
I might have
what
been
it-
spitting the pedophile-ish on the Little League World Series. You never fucking know.
He thought I was gonna be all upset, but he was like, oh, "There's a song I recorded. I might have to apologize to you preemptively."
Take love.
No, volleyball snatch, and I was like,
Both of them.
"Oh shit."
I'm pretty sure in any country they both offensive. You know what I mean?
But you should have seen his face when I was like, look, I'm only pissed because when when have you ever written a song about my snatch? And he was like, that's what you're
That's the same thing I was confused with. Like, you're mad because he didn't make a song about your shit.
I
Put it out
I
there.
need to do Shambuzi next though.
Yeah.
What is Shambuzi?
That song Tipsy.
Tipsy.
As a going that the black dude never was a rapper, so we're singing country instead. He don't grew up in Detroit.
Nah, he's from Woodbridge.
He's from
Oh,
Woodbridge.
Jesus Christ.
Are you talking about
I
Shambuzi,
definitely-
a bar song?
Yep,
I
that's it.
definitely, if he's from Hoodbridge, it's definitely gonna have to Jaboozy this one.
We saw it at the Thanksgiving halftime show.
Yeah.
Jaboozy. Jaboozy.
I don't care what anyone says. That song is fucking catchy. It is. It's catchy. It appeals to the white girl.
So did you hear? All right, I heard this on the radio, so this might be true. But no, there was something. Damn it, there was. I never said it out loud, so I don't think she gonna remember. God damn it. But the
You gotta say it out loud, baby.
the goddamn New York is trying to fucking put their animals in the sick bay. Like if their dog is sick, they try to use that as a sick bay to stay home.
Yeah.
They're trying to make a law.
Stay
You
in
heard
New
about
York.
that? You heard about that? That is true.
I have heard
I'll
about
be
that.
damned.
I do believe, yeah.
Kind of shit.
The same way if your kid's sick.
I got so many employees that are gonna take advantage
Yeah,
of
they're
that
trying to
shit.
incorporate.
I ain't even got a dog, but my dog's sick.
It will be.
You know what I'm
Shit.
saying? I ain't even got the dog, but
I
the
have all
motherfucker's sick.
kinds of goddamn animals there.
I'm saying don't be out there with a stuffed animal.
Call me Dr. Doolittle off this
Right?
bitch.
I'm gonna buy me a realistic looking stuffed dog and just manipulate it like it's a real dog. Like, yeah, he's sick.
Oh, I need this information figured
Okay.
out. We was sitting at Frost Diner,
Okay.
and this old ass man had about fucking 27 teeth was sitting right on the other side
Okay.
across from me, right at the. We're over there in the corner, right?
Yeah.
So it's that table, and it was us. You know what I mean? And whatever this way. This dude is staring at my shirt. Shocker. And he says, "Hey man, you about to high school? I was just telling my boys about the high school." What are you talking about?
The high school.
Apparently, there was a yearbook that every kid posted to Shocker. And they rejected the yearbook and made these
You mean
kids.
they took pictures like this?
Yes, like
Yes.
this, every kid throughout the entire yearbook, right? So they had to cancel the yearbook or some shit like that, and they charged the kids to make a new one. I don't know where, I don't know
I was about
if
to
it's
say,
true.
why'd you ask him?
Because he was like, you hear about that? I'm like, no. He's like, well, I can't remember, but you need to look that up. And
So
I'm
if it's
like,
an old dude, it's gotta be, and he was around here, it could have been Fauquier High. It could have been.
nah, we ain't doing nothing like that, bro. You ain't never heard nothing like that.
You're not gonna be able to
the
look that
older
up.
generation, you can't look
That's
that
not
up.
something that's gonna have like a
That's
news
a, that's a
article.
wide, that's a
Oh, I'm
old.
finding several actually high schools.
Oh,
that
wow.
have- Yeah, throughout the years.
Kids are stupid, man. They do nothing but throw up gang signs they don't know nothing about. And they got an opportunity to throw shock. Yeah, but we was never throwing up gang signs and shit like that.
We was crip walking, little motherfuckers.
Well, yeah, but
crip walking
like
and shit.
we went at the yearbook post, you know what I mean? Throwing up fucking blood and crip and shit like that.
Nah, I guarantee there was a couple of them ignorant.
There was
motherfuckers.
probably
Everybody,
all right, there was,
everybody knew how to write blood with
Yeah.
their fingers.
there was, all right, but there was nobody ever like. All right, they might have been doing it underneath.
You know everybody knew how to write.
Right here, everybody doing that.
Well,
shit.
yeah,
Is
that's
that
what
some
I'm
crip
saying.
shit?
No, it's
That's
West
West
Side.
Side.
But West Side, like,
It's
What
just
the
West
fuck?
Side.
That's
Yeah,
nothing,
That's
though.
all. Yeah.
but it's not like the West Side Bloods or the West Side Crips, some shit.
It was always something motherfuckers was doing.
They would always just say West Side.
yeah.
That's it. West Side.
But that was like East Coast, West Coast
Yeah.
beef. And y'all
Yeah.
dumbass
what
kids,
Was it, what was the East? I'm like,
The East was this.
this shit.
Yeah, it was just that.
how many fingers we got?
It's
Like this, dog. It was like the double horse sideways.
Motherfucker asked me how many fingers to make it.
How many fingers
I
make
gotta
an
figure
E?
out what you're doing with the other two. You know what I'm saying?
You know, E is in evil.
How you firm it? How you firm it? You know what I mean? You want to throw the line up?
God damn it, how many fingers?
How you want
Son
firm
of a bitch.
This.
Read it from the middle.
All right, I got another one for you. I got another one for you. God damn it.
He's got stuff. You
This
got
cat-
notes.
This cat. This cat cut his finger right at work, right?
Okay.
He told the boss that he couldn't cut no pipe because of his finger. Had to cut
Wait a
it.
minute.
So he was just gonna
Like,
just
which
chill.
finger was it? Yeah, and that?
Yeah, he got 9 more, but yeah, it was just
So
one
you
finger.
hold-
So was he
Like
missing a
this.
finger?
No, he just cut it a little bit.
Okay, little cut.
Where you need a band-aid.
So they didn't know
Band-Aid, not like a
stitches,
tendon. He didn't have to have
nothing.
reconstructive surgery.
Band-Aid.
They put a Band-Aid on
put a
it
Band-Aid
and
on it.
wrapped it. This happened, hell, how long have I been talking about this? A week?
About a week.
It's a week now.
And he can't cut pipe.
He told that's what he told the boss. They was just gonna stand there.
Yeah, shit, he ain't got no job.
So he tells this to me on Wednesday, which is technically Friday.
And this is a man that has cut his hand damn near off with a
He
whole
was
saw,
using-
taped himself up, and kept
Look,
working.
yeah.
Glued it.
First
Remember, he
off,
glued
yeah.
it.
No, I didn't do nothing when I did this. I just put some wrap around here, and I just kept working. Me and Jose, and we had to get the job done. So I got the job done. Then I went to the emergency room or the ER, urgent care, and they were like, "Man, you just in time." Because any a little bit longer,
Never been able to stitch it.
and I guess I would just had to fill with super glue. I don't know how that worked. I ain't asked that part. What the next step is, because it was open at that point in time. You know what I mean? It's 6 hours in. You know what I mean? She'd been done bleeding. Now just open wound like I've been fucking. I just hired at Conor McGregor and shit, right?
He just come walking out the desert after a solid ass
Bloody fucking
beating.
arm and me caught me, eh? You can figure it.
I swear, I figured me
You
company.
can make you figure it.
Nah, he's on some Roadhouse shit. Pain don't hurt.
Yeah.
My girl. So they tell me this in the morning, right? So I'm primed up, right? Because I made sure I had my shit together. Because there was only 3 of us coming to work, right?
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
the one, bro. So I'm like, and I'm the boss, apparently, right? So I'm like, all right, hell yeah. We gonna be nice and leisurely. So he tells me this, and then my boy Zach and B come in, and I said, bro, you got any work for no hand people? He said, huh? I said, we got one cat said he can't use his hands, bro. So you got like an armpit shoulder or something? Maybe we can put this cat on. He's, hey, what? I said, I don't even tuck the handle in his armpit and maybe
Dig something.
dig like it or something. I was
Dig
like,
something out.
I don't know. I've been trying to figure out what somebody with no hands could do in our kind of industry myself, bro. And he over there shaking his head because my man ain't got his boots on. He ain't got no hard end. He ain't got shit. He
just
ain't even
showed
really
up.
working today.
He ain't even ready.
Yeah,
He got a cut on his finger. He's done for the
I
day.
told him I'm trying to leave at 10. He said, I'm not going to be around at then. So I'm already like, damn, all right, must be nice, you know? So fucking, I just think it's amazing. Point of the story.
He can't work because he cut his finger.
So
That's pretty amusing.
tomorrow's going to be interesting.
Not everyone's like you, honey. Not everyone's
That's
but
true.
I
That's a
knew
rare
that
breed right there.
This man was using my blade, bro. So I know. I know. I've seen people cut them goddamn self, right? When this man came up to me talking about it's bad, and I don't immediately see UFC
blood
blood
trickling
streaming down. You know what I mean? That's not bad, bro.
I've seen people calmly pick up their finger and go to the
That's what I'm saying.
hospital.
I seen my man take a bandsaw to half his fucking finger and then stop. I've seen Velvet drill through his fucking palm and
Yeah.
then just show it to motherfucker like it's goddamn Dust to Dawn shit, you know what I mean? Like it's Quentin Tarantino's head and shit, you know what I mean? Yeah, like,
molten fucking plastic get on their hand where it peels their skin off.
oh yeah, when I hit that
Alright.
fryer at 350,
Yeah, I burned the top of my motherfucking shit on the stack on my truck and all this shit bubbled up.
Yeah.
Still fucking work.
Yeah. Yeah. Just keep going.
Yeah, like you already done did it. Like if it's not something major, if they put a band-aid on your shit, you just a puss. That's all that is. You just a soft motherfucker. You one of them. You don't need to be working in that industry. That's the wrong side for you. man.
Yeah, that sounds about correct.
well, there's a lot of people
Passing through.
in my industry that shouldn't be in this industry.
Oh yeah.
Just because the pay,
Because they
you
can
know what I
pass the
mean?
drug test and the pay's good.
Yeah, and they don't really like. They take they told me that they take some because they hired some one cat, right? Like, the actor shooter boy. I'll tell you about the actor shooter. I think I told you all about the actor shooter boy. So yeah, they just give you all a test about like common sense. Like my one dude told me it was like if you're trying to drive here, you know what's the best route you want to go, and like give you multiple choices, like kind of map shit. Like not like anything electrical, I guess, so to say, like us doing electrical work, you would think it'd be numbers and shit like that. But then again, you can't ask that because these fuckers, some of these fuckers ain't even been to school. You know, some of these motherfuckers is
Well,
working at
technically,
Starbucks.
they stopped doing
and now all of a
that
sudden they're trying to be an
because
electrician. You know?
There was the warehouse I used to work at back in the day. They used to give you a math test and a reading test before you got hired. You had to. They wouldn't hire you unless you was married or in the military. But me and this other guy, we got hired fresh out of high school. But you also had to do a math test. You had to solve all these math problems, and then you had to have reading comprehension. And they'd have like, I think it'd be like 5 paragraphs you had to read and answer questions for. Which I was like, that makes sense because we're reading labels and shit, having to pick these cases. You gotta understand where you putting shit at. So that makes sense to me. And man, when they took that shit away, oh my God, the motherfuckers that they was getting in that bitch, bruh.
You be like, yo, this dude straight off the street.
And I'm sitting there looking at these motherfuckers. I'm like, yo, they need to just go back to that test again. They're like, oh, we can't do that.
We can't have standards. We can't have standards. It's against the law to have standards.
Fuck that.
Or it's
go
sexist.
in there and give them red fish, blue fish, one
That's the
fish,
other
two
thing.
fish,
That's the
and
shit I
have
don't
them read that
understand.
motherfucker fluid.
Because all you ever
Read
hear
this
people
out
say,
loud. Yeah.
all you ever hear people say is Virginia's a right to work state, right? That means
That means
they can you can get
means I
fired
can fire you at any time
you
for
can get fired
anything.
wherever the fuck you feel like it.
Right.
Yeah.
So why the
You
fuck
could
can't
quit.
you fire people whenever the fuck you feel like it? Like I got people who
Because
can't read a
there's-
tape measure.
because
You know what I mean?
there's
So why the
also
fuck are
federal.
you?
You work in a federal job? That's
No,
a totally different
not
thing.
right now, no.
Sometimes
Well, see,
you are, and
yeah,
sometimes you're not.
yeah,
so
so-
your company is going to operate on federal standards.
And
That way
see-
they don't have to think about it. They are just
That's
always
just
on a federal
ridiculous,
standard.
though, to be, I mean, that's
And,
like,
well, see, here's the other part to it too, because a lot of companies can get sued, even though it's a right to work state. You can get sued if you don't do the SOPs. Like you got to get your verbal warning.
Yeah, you gotta do
your
all the
written
stupid shit,
warning,
yeah.
And then you fucking get your suspension to firing. You got to have a
Yep.
step and process. That way you can actually say, "Look, I did everything I was supposed to do, and now this motherfucker's fired."
so then it's not really a right to work
It is.
state,
You
'cause
got
that's
the
a lot
right
of
to-
but that's a lot
you
of
got a
loopholes
right to
that
work.
they gotta fucking.
It is. It also
you got-
depends
you
on the
can
size
pass.
of your company, right?
Exactly.
Like if there's
exactly.
6 of us here and I fire you, like good luck suing us.
Yeah.
You know what I
yeah.
mean? But if there's
If it's a
6,000,
giant corporation,
Right.
you know, like fucking Amazon or some shit.
Yeah, but I would think they would care more about the less number in that situation. You know what I mean? But like, oh, this dude, you know, he got 5 instead of fucking 80. I mean, this must. I don't know. I would look at them all as crooked as fuck. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be holding nobody back whether he had fucking 6 employees or fucking 300. Because every entrepreneur started with none. Minus
I mean,
themselves.
you know, technically
You know what I'm
speaking,
saying?
yeah.
They all started with themselves. You know, almost every business started with one motherfucker who started that goddamn business. He got some Mexicans behind, or some little slaves or some Asians behind them. You know what I'm saying? But he
I mean, you
started
know-
with them. They all start with that one mother chicken.
That's pretty much the American dream, right? You start with not much, you end up with a big giant corporation,
Yeah.
you're creating jobs. That's like the theory, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
in
my
theory, yeah.
business
Yeah.
creates jobs, and people have jobs because of me, and that's why motherfuckers get themselves such a big head and shit. But it's a good thing. Business is better than bad. I'm pro-business.
Yeah, Amazon. You see what happened with them motherfuckers? A lot of them went on strike, man. They're like, fuck Black Friday.
Yeah, I heard there was a Black
Monday.
Friday strike coming.
Yeah, yeah.
What are they striking about?
Pay.
Bad wages and
Wages and
overtime
stuff,
hours,
yeah.
shit job. Some shit they should
What's an
just quit
Amazon
over.
employee make?
Not enough.
Not enough.
Well, what's not enough?
Like I know the drivers.
For the what you're doing as far as the pullers, the ones that are pulling the boxes
The
and
ones that
getting them
got-
onto
It's
the.
so highly regulated. Like they only have a certain amount of minutes that they can stop
Yeah.
at somebody's
Right,
house.
right.
Yep.
They're critiqued on their speed.
Yep, the
their-
driver gets all tracked.
Everything.
Oh yeah, I can't imagine. I'm not talking about the drivers. I'm talking
Oh,
about
the
the
warehouse
The whole
is just as
thing is-
bad.
I'm talking about the warehouse
corporatized.
people bitching.
The
I mean, I
warehouse
can
is
imagine
just
the
as
driving's
bad.
got to be insane.
But it's
You can't-
corporatized and it's like electronically tracked. So
Yeah.
every little thing they're like,
Everything they do.
it took you 13 seconds too long to pull this order.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're gonna dock you one, and then on your third we're gonna fire you. So everybody's running around all stressed the fuck out of shit because they need their benefits because
Because
they got two kids.
when I went to apply for
Fucking hot
Amazon and I
garbage.
walked through that motherfucking joint and they were telling me how shit is, they're like, you got to put your phone in this locker.
Well, that's stupid because there's not another Amazon.
Yeah, you can't even have
You
your
can't
phone
have-
on.
you
It's a
can't-
monopoly, dude.
You can't have no electronics.
Yeah, but he's
You
already
can't have
got it. Ain't
nothing.
nobody gonna take it over. Ain't nobody gonna take over Monopoly or start something or start Amazon that's equivalent to Amazon.
It'd be very
They make
tough to get a
Amazon money.
competitor.
They would never. You would never. It was so.
there's
you
all
shouldn't
sorts
even
of
be a
places
douchebag,
that
bro.
do
You
it.
would think you would help a motherfucker out and distribute the wealth, but no.
You
You
are
are
you're
such
an
a simple,
entrepreneur.
good person. Look at you, man.
Well, it just
You're
makes you an entrepreneur.
You're so basely like.
He can't make billions if he don't keep it. In a way, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like basic entrepreneur. Like I listened to my fucking douchebag fucking boss tell me well he used to when he threw a Christmas party when he almost cared about us. bitching about how he only made $1 billion this year and shit like that. I'm like, well, I'm glad, man, that I helped you.
Look,
Right.
Bill
Me and
American to
my
make you
piddling
$1 billion fucking dollars, man. So can you
We
count my
get
room?
those
Can you
emails.
count my room, Dick? Can you count my room, Dick?
We
no,
get
all right.
those emails, so check this
Fuck.
out. So we get the emails saying, you know, how many billions we've made as a company, regardless of what happens.
That's some
But
bullshit.
here's the thing. So I just found this out from the branch manager, because they take everybody out for, like, you know, the Christmas little dinner. They take everybody to a restaurant and shit, you know what I mean? And last year we went to the joint by Two Silos, Black Sheep, I think it's called.
Okay.
And she was like, look, y'all, we can't go there because I ended up spending $400 out of my pocket.
Yeah, you've mentioned this.
And I was like, you know, she told me why. And I'm like, so they budget you for how much per person? She's like, $40. I'm like, that's a slap in the face.
But like, I guess let's get a pizza party and order some beers.
Yeah, but we can't drink on the property.
Look.
They won't let us drink
Man,
on the
fuck
property.
that
We're
shit.
doing a holiday lunch, right? We're not even doing a fucking corporate holiday party. Like, although that's a thing of the past ever since COVID hit. Nobody does corporate parties anymore, right?
We've been
We
doing
were
them the whole
told
time.
$15 per person.
That's that
They're
bullshit.
catering from the Olive Garden.
How about you just give me $15?
And you gotta hang out during your lunch.
Yeah,
Like, it's not even
yeah,
like
it's not
a.
even fucking just after
Oh,
work or
my team is
during
pissed.
work.
So they're bringing you breadsticks and salad?
Yep.
Fuck that
Like,
noise.
see, so what? I think Friday we're going to Texas Roadhouse, and then Saturday is the wife's fucking Christmas party. But her company still.
Yeah, they're gonna blow
treats-
you out.
Her company still fucking treats people like they should be treated. They take care of their employees. I've told her repeatedly, I'm impressed with them because it reminds me of where I used to work at when they took care of you.
Right, places
They-
back in the 80s and
They
90s.
make sure their employees are good. They make sure they
They'd be
pay
like,
for the rooms.
come get drunk, we'll get you a room, you can stay
Come
here at
get
this
fucked
hotel.
up in there and get
Yeah,
your room.
yeah.
There's no need for you to go anywhere.
Right.
There's no need for y'all to be out here unsafe. We provide everything for you. We
like that.
appreciate all. And they go up there. Every owner of this company is there, and they get up there and they tell everybody, "Look, we appreciate all y'all." They go out and buy gifts for everybody to play these games.
Well,
And
it's
win,
because
like,
they're making billions of dollars. They're not going to mention it. They're going to fucking show you that they appreciate you and spend some money.
Yeah,
They're going to be like,
but-
fuck it, we're going to write off $140K for this Christmas
not
party.
only do they pay for that, the bonuses that everybody gets, man, it's fucking crazy. I'm like, shit.
Ladies and
These
gentlemen,
bonuses is nice. What the fuck?
ladies and gentlemen, with that said,
Assholes.
we're going to have to bring this episode of the Mason
You
and Frank Show
motherfuckers come out of pocket,
to a close.
CEOs.
out-of-pocket CEO, pieces of shit-ass motherfuckers, and their shitty-ass Christmas parties.
Eat a dick.
Anyway, thank you
Yeah.
so much for listening. We appreciate you taking the time out of your day
Yes, we do.
to
Yes,
spend
we
it with
do.
us. We wish you nothing but the best.
All day, every day.
What is it? Be nice to people that look like you. Be nice to people that don't look like you. Don't be a dick.
Little bits by little bits, ladies and gentlemen. Keep moving forward.
That's right. Keep grinding on the things you're trying to get done because that is how things get done.
We believe in you
Yep. Don't forget, we love you very,
y'all.
very much. We wish you nothing but the best.
all day.
And peace
every
be
day.
with you.
Gone.